good evening. My name is Erica. So just want to make this video for someone out there who's really asking me. He wanted to hear my story and how do I get how do I get to know Jesus, but I haven't time yet because my story is a very long story. Well, I don't know where to start, bro. And actually, I haven't forget about it. I haven't forget your request, telling you my story, and now I found a best time to tell my story in, in the public, and I just want also to inspire everyone and to let everyone know the goodness of God in my life, how God came to save me from this dying world. So, okay, how do I begin? So first, I would like to read the verse, my favorite verse. So it's in Romans. So it's a common verse. It's very powerful. Romans 8:20. So here I am. Here. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God and to those who are called according to His purpose. So this verse is it really means a lot in my life, and you will know why. You will know how this verse really means everything to me. So I love the book of Romans. It speaks a lot about myself sometimes. Most of all, there in Romans 12:19, which says, "Beloved, do not avenge your souls, but rather give place to God, for this weight and vengeance is mine. I will repay, says the Lord." So why did these verses encourage me? Because when I was younger, the age of 5, I can remember. I can remember when I am 5 years old, it was full of hatred in my heart, and I was full of questions also about God. Who is He? Where is He? Where did He live? And how did the earth began? How did this world began? And why? Why am I here? Who I am and what am I here for? So I have a lot of questions when I was younger. So when I was age 5 or 6, I remember I often seeing anything that in the sky that only me can see. So when I am together with my auntie, it's in Ohio. I guess you know Ohio because you have lived in Johnson. Okay. So Ohio, General Santos City. It is evening time. I see something far from the sky. It's very far. I see cross. It's floating. It's shining. I see also people surrounding a pond. Also, it glows white, glows white. It's something very strange that I know is unnatural, and only me can see it, and not even my auntie. I pointed out to her, and she didn't see it. And it's a very strange visions or anything. I don't know what is that because I'm still so very young at the time. But by the time I was filled with love of my parents, I don't know, grandparents and my auntie, they love me so much. My Lola and Lola, they love me a lot, and I like how they care about me. And my auntie Bibing is my very playmate, and I have a dog, and I I named her Darna. So I have a little puppy, and when I was younger, I loved chasing chicks or called the baby of the chicken. I stole from our neighbor. So, so then at that age, I also feel in emptiness, voidness, and um, something that I lack. I feel that there's something lacking in my life. I think, and it's my mother. I know because I can feel her love to me. I don't know if my mother will saw this video, and I'm just telling the truth. Okay, I feel so preoccupied. I'm yearning for a mother's love, for parents. And one day, my grandpa and my uncle told me a story of my past. When I am still in my mother's womb, they said that the father I have known ever since is not my real father. Oh, and so, so really, is that my real father? And so, and then who is my real father? So one day he brought me to my real father. So he's very young, and I didn't really like to go with him. I cry and cry when he carried me, and I'm so afraid. I'm so scared of my father. And that's my father had nothing to do with it because I don't like him, and I can't feel it. You know, we can feel if he's really my father. I don't know. But they said he's my father, and we look so very similar in face, and I look like just him. I'm like his Xerox copy. I really look like my father, but I really don't like to be with him. So he then that happened. After that, so many things happened. When I was little, I can remember many things. My memory is very like 1,000 gigabytes or megabytes, something like that. I'm not sorry. So after that, my mother disappeared. She went somewhere. She always disappeared whenever she were a child. She were a child. She left. She left. She left them to my grandparents. So they've been scattered. I live anywhere to my aunt or to any one of my aunt. Sometimes they're just passing us. Sometimes I don't understand. Uh, we, we were called NPA. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So NPA means no permanent address. We have no permanent address. We transfer from here to there, and I don't know what kind of family I have at time. I haven't finished my first grade. I think I have studied 5 times on first grade because of transferring. Uh, we always transfer home, and my studies got affected. But the time I was not yet studying, I can read already. I can write. I can count numbers, and I can draw, and I love drawing. And something Something strange also that I've noticed to myself is I love telling stories. And I just want to write the stories, but I don't know yet. I don't know really yet, just a little, but I don't know how to put it in words. But I have it in my mind. I'm so creating any novel in my mind. So, and I was talking to myself, was making something like drama, what I saw in 3D, and I speak of myself and wondering why people laughing outside the house because they're listening to me when I am inside talking to myself and saying, yeah, this 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 program is brought to you by Procter and Gamble Philippines. So that's just what I remember. So they're all laughing, bursting laughing because I'm talking to myself. I'm acting. So that's a very unique gift that I noticed to myself. And after that, uh, yeah, I haven't finished my first grade 5 times still. So what happened? My teacher, for the last time, she just allowed me to finish. She just allowed me to finish my first grade for the fifth time because she felt compassion for me and for my situation. I remember that. So that's it. My mother, every time she bore a child, she left it with my grandparents. So until we become five, and then I have a little brother, 1 year old at time. He is so poor. His name is Freddy Perez. He doesn't like his name. He changed it with Ken Stephen, but in his birth, he can do nothing with that. He is Freddy Perez. So my sisters are Jana, Sarah, Abigail, and our youngest is Freddy. By the time we live in Jansan, Alunan, if you knew that place, Alunan, Jansan to City near the market side. Okay, so Alunan is where I really live my life, so unforgettable life. Because in there we survive. We survive somehow through stealing. Yes, we steal, robbing money from vehicles, tricycles, okay, and to the market, steal money, foods, anything. Sometimes I give also to my grandpa. My grandpa at that time he was paralyzed. He can't walk, and my grandma, she's not always in our home. In our house, you can't really imagine we live in a squatter area. Our house, it's like a mobile house because our the wall, it fell, and then we push it back so you could have wall again. Sometimes children around throwing stones in our home and just can't do nothing with it. And sometimes we got hit by the head. Yeah, and they are so foolish. They are Muslim children. Yeah, yes, Muslim children are really like that. So that happened year 1999. So I was 10 years old, I think, at the time. 10 or 9, I think 10, 9 or 10. So that's how miserable our life is. And I get into many trouble. I was nearly to die because of motorcycle accident. I was get hit and bumped my head. And so many blood, but I really wonder why I'm still alive. And also, we sometimes sleep somewhere, anywhere. But I really thank God now that nothing happens to us the time. And um, you know, we just we can't eat 3 times a day. It's a very poor, miserable, and we have nothing to eat. No one. We have no one. We have relatives, but it doesn't care for us. It doesn't care. You know, it's so hurt to think sometimes. And I remember these things. So then, so then, that time I tell you, I really hate God, and I blame Him for everything we've gone through. I blame Him for not watching over us. I blame Him for our situations, for having a parents. The father of my siblings are also is also responsible, irresponsible. He works far away, and we often see. And I feel so pity for my siblings and my grandpa. It is a pity for them. Why do why the why they have given me this kind of life? Yeah, you know, you can't imagine. I can't imagine how could be our future. How the future of my siblings. They're all girls, just one boy. They're beautiful. They're talented, and they have no parents. No one will watch them. No one will watch us. We are so free. But I don't like my mother. I don't like her to be with me. Sorry, Mama. But it's true. Before, when I was a child, I don't like when you're around because you always beat me. You don't like me. You don't love me. You're always hurting me. So I just accepted it, and I feel that it's better to have no parents. But on the other side, I feel so pity for my siblings, for our situation, and why, and why. Sorry guys, sorry. And so then, one day, my cousin, I have a cousin, it's a boy, he's going with us when we're still living. One day, he saw the picture of Jesus in a tricycle, and he told me, you should stop stealing. And then, oh, and I smiled. Jesus will get mad. I said, oh, Jesus, why? Where is he now? Why will he get mad? Or is it really Jesus? Where is God when we're wandering along the streets? Where is God when we sleep along the street? Where is He when there's no one? No one we can lean upon. That's all. Go to God. I'm. I hope you're not crying now, bro. That's really our story. Year 1999, in Alonan. You can ask your wife where is that place. She knows that place. And so after that, after that, er, one day, one morning, I was awakened by a voice. It's an audible voice. He calls my name one morning, and I answer, "Yes, Lord." And I wonder, why did I answer? What is this feeling? Is I cannot fathom, I can't explain. So then after that, we stop stealing. We don't steal no more. We stop. Yeah, and some changes. You know, my grandpa is suffering from a heart disease and a complicated disease, but most of all, he has a heart disease. He used to be my savior whenever my mother beat me. I ran to him and he always saved me from anyone who wanted to hurt me. When I found him not on my side, I cried. I really love my grandpa. My grandpa was my first teacher, and he even taught me about the Bible. He's reading the Bible to me, and I just yes, yes, yeah. I just said yes, but I don't understand what he's talking about. What I can only remember is he said to me that the heart is the most important thing. If it is true, if it is pure, and I can explain it, but something about the heart that he wants to tell me that he tells me that my heart is my heart is pure, he said, and something I can't explain. So that's my grandpa. I love him so much. My grandpa is a very, 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 very kind. When he has food, he hide it for me. We eat together, we hide, we eat. And when he tells me to catch the little chicken of our neighbor, and I will do it, he will toast the chicken. And so we have so very, very deep, deep relationship with my grandpa. I really, really miss my grandpa. So the time that God called me, I know it's God. Everything changed. One day my grandpa was having a heart attack. They wake me up, but they can hardly wake me up. When I woke up, My grandpa looks at me and his eyes fucking he's telling that he needs help, can't breathe. He told me to ask a warm water from our neighbor. That's the last glance my grandpa took me. I went to our neighbor and asked warm water, but they're still sleeping. And when I come back, it's gone already. But that time, I didn't cry. I was the strongest among them. I didn't cry. I only cried this morning. But with that time, he lost his last breath. I wasn't here. I take his hand, put it on my head. Because I remember he tells me if he died, he will release his blessing to me. Just what? Just as like Jacob. Just like Isaac blessed Jacob. He really believes that my destiny will change one day, even if he's not already there for me. He really believes that my destiny will find me. He really believes that blessings upon blessings will come in my life. So that's then. He died. After how many months, her grandma, she was involved in something. Something new. It's confidential, but I remember what I remember is she witnessed the killing. There are groups of Muslims who kill a student, who killed a student, and she witnessed it. So what she did is she ran and took us away, took us somewhere. So we transferred again, and what I remember is she was many police are finding her because of Mustafa and all. Yeah, I don't know really what happened, but I was so young that time. She told me one night that I should take care of my siblings and will never leave them. Yes, I will. But I knew that some that she that something will happen. But she will take us, but it's too strong, just too strong. No one's. I'm just an 11 years old that time. I know I can take care of my siblings even if we are parentless. You know, we can still go back stealing in that. That's what in my mind. So yes, I will never leave my siblings. I have my little brother is already 2 years old at the time, and he's not drinking milk anymore. He's eating rice, because we can't afford to buy him milk. So my grandma was put into prison, and one to, no, with no one to take care of us. So one of our relatives brought us into the orphanage. Well, you see, the orphanage was only a pastime. Now you guess why and how I became a Christian. The orphanage, through the through that orphanage, my life changed, and I have known God then, and I have realized He never lead us, and I realized that really all things work together for good. I realized that God really loves me. I mean a lot for Him. And so that happened. At first, of course, I was annoyed with how the born again will have their Sunday church service. They're crying, and I was just like, oh, what happened to these people? you know. And then I also wonder the way Christians would dearly love God. But then that that just came to me slowly. God changed me slowly. He always talked to me in the evening. We have been guided by the caretaker. We've been taught how to pray, to praise Him. We have also acquired inside our orphanage. And He gave us a Bible, Cebuano. So I read my Bible in Cebuano. And for you all to know, this is the time I got saved. This is my Bible. It's still alive. I really love my Bible. A little older, 17 years older. So yes, so many torn pages. A lot of torn pages. So the pastor gave me this, and I love the translations. So the time, God say, the time that I have known God for the first time, through reading His Word and through the people around that introduced Jesus to me. I was really amazed by His love that He showed to me. I can't explain it. My heart's pounding. Something beyond description. So I often go out. I usually go outside the house. I look to the sky. I look to the moon. I look to the stars. And I can feel and I can see God in there. His love. His infinite. His presence. And then in evening, I always talk to God. And so very, like a first love. Like just how you have a first love. You can't stop talking. You can't stop thinking about God. You can, every day you live for Him. Every day you live for God. Every day. So that's the beginning of my journey. No. And it's really Jesus and encountered him. At my young age, among the orphans, he has given me a lot of favors from all supporters. I was the apple of the eye. Yeah, he was once the apple of the eye, the supporters and of our pastors, of course. And for some church members, so the favor of God was really upon me that time. You know, once you delight yourself in God, He will delight Himself also to you. You know, there's some who will watch this video. I, the thing that I can say is, God is really love. There is just different ways of how God draws us to Him. Different ways. But sometimes, if you will not respond to that calling, nothing will happen. Yes, I was saved by grace. I was saved by something that I didn't expect. But of course, there is after I got saved, there is a willingness to follow Him. There's a willingness, huh, to maintain that relationship with God. Just like praying every night, every morning, talking to Him, renewing your relationship with God, working out our salvation. So it doesn't end there when you know God. It doesn't end there. So it is a constant progression in our Christian life. If you have not accepted Jesus yet in your life as personal Savior, maybe this is your last chance, because tomorrow wasn't promised. Yes, in my story, it is unexpected and out of my plan, and I didn't plan it, and it just come to me. God made a way to draw me to Him. But I tell you, there is still that something I did. I decided to follow Jesus. I decided to obey Him. I decided to love Him. I decided. So, because why I have said that, because there are, in my 17 years in my Christian life, there are times that I have disobeyed God. There are times that